Greetings, starseeds and lightworkers. Ava here, and today we have a question around Judgment Day. And the question from one of our viewers is, what is the Pleiadian perspective on Judgment Day? All the Abrahamic religions speak of a Judgment Day. Will the starseeds be judged? Interesting question on Judgment Day. Let's find out what DiYeena, who is a member of the Pleiadian family, let's find out what she has to say. So I'm going to go ahead and go out and put you in touch with the Pleiadians. Here we go. Greetings, this is DiYeena of the Pleiadian family, and we are here to, what we say all the time, you see, to bring the love. To bring the love. You see, so it's very interesting to have a question about the judgment, you see, about the judgment. So where does the frequency of judgment fit into what do we talk about here in the Pleiadian perspective of the love and the light, you see? Let's see what happens here, or we go in here. So what we will say is that consciousness is always creating. You see, so there's always fractals of consciousness that are choosing creation and choosing specific experience, you see. And so there are certain fractals that are playing in the world of judgment. You see, that are literally creating an experience of judgment, you see. And so this is accurate in their experience, you see. And so if you are creating in a world where judgment does not exist, you are not experiencing judgment, you see. So it is not either or, either it does exist or it does not. It is based on what your intention is as a fractal of consciousness, and if it is aligned for you to play out the frequencies of judgment, including whether you are going to a heaven or a hell, for example, and whether there is going to be a judgment day, as some prophecies predict, you see, within certain ones of their books, you see. So what we will say about this is, because you did have prophets here on your planet, which were also channels here, channeling the information, you see. And so what they're all doing here is tuning into particular timelines, you see. And so you have to understand that within all of this, there is always free will, there is always movement of consciousness, and there is always different timelines that have different outcomes, you see. So it is not to say that, yes, for 100% this is going to happen, or no, 100% it is not going to happen, you see. And it may look different, and others may say, it has already happened, and this was the day. You will have people that you could say have had that experience, you see. And you'll have others that will say, it is never coming, you see. And others that will say, well, what is this, you see. And others that are waiting for the big day, you see. And so it is not quite that black and white from a Pleiadian perspective, you see. It is really more that, more the abracadabra of you are your own creator. And you are creating your experience in every moment, and it is your choice to create a judgment day or not. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that amazing that you can actually have that much power? And it is a collective consciousness. It is a collective power in this kind of way, you see. So you are choosing in every moment things like this, of what you would like to experience as fractals individually and as a collective, you see, in the level of consciousness. And this is happening by how much love you are able to bring into the heart and spread to others, you see, and bring into yourself. And so what we'll say is that we are really fascinated by how quickly the humans are moving through the timelines. All the ones that were being predicted, you have already surpassed, you see, and moved on to another option, most of which being much higher outcomes than we could even predict, you see. So we will say that it is not something that is in our frequency or in our conscious, or something that we are going to sit here and tell you, yes, you are all going to be judged, because it is simply not what we are seeing or what we are choosing in our experience, you see. Now, this does not mean that the laws and effect of karmas do not exist, you see. But the ways in which that is played out are what you are really speaking to, you see, is the exact ways of what you would see in like these books, you see. And this is really where it comes down to the levels of free will and choosing, you see. And so it is really up to consciousness as a whole to say, is this in the highest interest for humanity, you see? Is this necessary? Is this necessary, you see? And for certain souls, perhaps it is, you see, and perhaps for a certain segment of souls, it is necessary. And so it is also how we experience in the multi-dimensions of things, you see. And so in certain dimensions, there may be a judgment day playing out, you see, and certain souls may be like, yes, we're going to change the channel to that dimension right now and go experience that judgment day, you see. And other souls will be like, I do not need to experience that. You see, it's not in the consciousness, it's not in the play, it's not in the design, you see. And so this is really important to keep in mind, is that every fractal is having a unique experience, and this is part of the whole play of consciousness. And so to keep in mind that all is happening and all is possible. So it is. It is. So what you read in the books is accurate somewhere. It is happening somewhere. It does not mean that it is happening everywhere. And it does not mean that every fractal is choosing that experience. So rest at peace knowing that you are your creator. You are in your consciousness of creation at every moment, and it is you choosing the free will. This is what is important. We'll leave it at that for now, you see. This is good. And if you have follow-ups, you know what to do. You can put it in the comments and we answer more on this, you see, if there is more discussion here. But this feels like a good little whetting of the appetite, you see, to get the juices flowing, you see. So very good. We love you all so very much. You are also very, very precious to us all. And we are so grateful for you choosing to have the human bodies and to do what we say, the hard work, you see. Because it is not easy to be where you are and to do everything you're doing and to show up in the ways that you are every day and to keep going even on the days when you are not quite sure why you are here still. Because it is not an easy place to be right now. So keep knowing that you are doing such good work and you are so very loved. We love you so very dearly. Blessings, blessings. I trust that message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below for DiYeena. And if you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. I love you all so very much and look forward to connecting soon. Blessings.